Right now, some of the most prestigious nameplates in the world are sitting on dealer lots collecting dust, not because they're bad cars, because the market shifted, the timing was wrong, or buyers panicked over depreciation numbers they didn't fully understand. And here's the thing that's your opportunity. When dealers are desperate and inventory is stacking up, negotiating power flips entirely to the buyer. Today, we're counting down 10 luxury vehicles rotting on lots in 2026, why dealers are sweating, and exactly why a smart buyer should be circling one right now. Let's get into it. Number 10. 2025 Cadillac CT5. The CT5 is one of the most underappreciated luxury sedans in America, and the market is proving it the hard way. According to CarEdge data, the CT5 is sitting at 187 days of market supply with over 11,400 units on lots nationwide. Average transaction price is hovering around $52,000, and dealers are throwing $6,000 to $8,000 in incentives just to get buyers through the door. Here's the thing though, none of this is the car's fault. The sedan segment is dying as a category. Buyers have stampeded into SUVs and crossovers, and a perfectly well-engineered rear-wheel drive luxury sports sedan gets left behind in the process. The CT5's 2-liter turbocharged 4-cylinder and available 3-liter twin-turbo V6 are genuinely strong powertrains. The interior materials rival anything at this price from Germany, and GM's Super Cruise hands-free driver assistance system is, by most objective reviews, better than what BMW and Mercedes are offering at this tier. J.D. Power gives the CT5 a predicted reliability score of 79 out of 100, while Consumer Reports rates its predicted reliability as average. That's not flashy, but it's solid. If you want a rear-wheel drive luxury sedan with genuine driver engagement, and you're willing to walk into a Cadillac dealer right now, you could realistically drive away with a $58,000 MSRP car for $49,000 or less. The market is handing this one to you. Number 9. 2025 Lincoln Aviator. The Lincoln Aviator is genuinely one of the best-looking 3-row SUVs on the market, and it's piling up at dealerships at an alarming rate. CarEdge puts it at 203 days of supply with over 9,800 units sitting unsold. Dealers are averaging $5,000 to $7,000 in discounts off a vehicle with an average transaction price around $63,000. Why is it sitting? 2 reasons. First, Ford's reliability reputation has taken real damage in recent years, and the Aviator shares its Explorer platform. Buyers are nervous. Second, the plug-in hybrid Grand Touring version, which produced 494 horsepower and offered up to 21 miles of electric range, generated bad press from early software complaints during its production run, and that reputation has lingered. Crucially, Lincoln discontinued the Grand Touring PHEV trim entirely for 2025. It has not been offered since the 2023 model year, yet the negative word of mouth from owner forums continues to make cautious buyers hesitate, even though none of those concerns apply to what's currently on the lot. Here's what the nervous crowd is missing. The 2025 Aviator is gasoline only, powered by a 3-liter twin-turbo V6, producing 400 horsepower, and the hybrid complications that circulated online are simply no longer relevant to this vehicle. The interior is genuinely stunning 30-way adjustable seats, a 28-speaker Revel Ultima 3D audio system, and ambient lighting that makes the German competition look like an economy flight. The dealer needs to move it, and you're in the driver's seat on price. Number 8. 2026 Volvo XC90. The XC90 has had a loyal following for years. Scandinavian design, genuine safety credentials, and a cabin that makes you feel like you're sitting in a Scandinavian furniture catalog. But in 2026, it's struggling. CarEdge data shows 218 days of market supply with over 8,200 units sitting on lots. The average transaction price is around $68,000, and dealers have more flexibility than they've had in years. The core problem is timing. Volvo is mid-transition pushing buyers toward its all-electric EX90, which starts around $78,000, while the outgoing XC90 platform sits in an awkward middle ground. The mild hybrid and plug-in hybrid versions have had some buyers spooked by a 12-volt battery drain issue that shows up in cold climates, and Volvo's brand hasn't fully recovered from reliability concerns in late 2025 Consumer Reports data, which ranked the brand 15th overall below BMW, 5th, and Audi, 13th, though ahead of Volkswagen, 16th, and Mercedes-Benz, 19th. But here's the case for the smart buyer. The XC90's T8 Recharge plug-in hybrid, when functioning properly, is one of the most refined and livable luxury SUVs in this segment. Volvo's safety technology is world-class. Their city safety collision system is widely considered best in class. The problem was the price when new. At $68,000 with a dealer incentivizing an additional $6,000 off, you're suddenly buying a vehicle that should have been priced there to start. That's the deal. hiding inside the inventory pileup. Number 7. 2025 Genesis G80. This one might be the single best value story on this entire list. The Genesis G80 is an objectively excellent luxury sedan. It routinely outscores BMW 5 Series and Mercedes E-Class competitors in back-to-back comparisons. It was named Best Upper Midsize Premium Car in the J.D. Power Initial Quality Study for 4 consecutive years, and it is sitting on lots with 224 days of supply and nearly 10,000 units waiting for buyers. So what's the problem? Brand awareness. Or rather, the lack of it. Genesis is still fighting for legitimacy in the American luxury market. Buyers in the $60,000 sedan space still default to German badges. That perception gap is exactly why dealers are cutting $7,000 to $10,000 off the sticker just to close deals. Average transaction price is running around $58,000, but buyers are consistently reporting out-the-door numbers closer to $51,000 with current incentives. Here's the reliability kicker. Consumer Reports rates the 2025 G80 as having average reliability, and among direct segment rivals, it came out ahead of the BMW 5 Series for the 2025 model year. You are getting a more reliable car with a better warranty. Genesis covers 5 years bumper to bumper and 10 years on the powertrain at a lower price than the German alternatives. The only thing you're giving up is the badge, and if that trade-off doesn't bother you, this is one of the best deals in luxury right now. Number 6. 2025 Audi A7. The Audi A7 is one of the most striking vehicles Audi has ever produced. The fastback roofline, the wide stance, and a cabin that still feels premium in 2025, despite the platform's age. But the market has made its feelings clear. 241 days of market supply, over 5,600 units on lots. Average transaction prices around $74,000, with dealers incentivizing $8,000 to $12,000 off in many markets. Why the pileup? A couple of things hit simultaneously. The A7 is built on an aging platform that Audi has not significantly updated, and the standard A7 and S7 are being dropped from the US lineup entirely going forward. The refreshed Mercedes-Benz CLS class and updated BMW 6 Series Gran Turismo made the A7's interior feel suddenly dated to luxury buyers doing cross-shop comparisons, and Audi's mild hybrid 48-volt system, while efficient, doesn't generate the same excitement as plug-in alternatives from competitors in this tier. But here's the counter-argument. The turbocharged V6 under the hood is one of the most proven powertrains Audi makes. It doesn't have the early adoption risk of newer architectures. Audi's Quattro all-wheel drive system is battle-tested, and at $62,000 after dealer discounts on a car that's stickered at $74,000, you're getting a vehicle that was over-engineered from the start and is now being given away because of a brand perception problem and a slow showroom. That's a buyer's opportunity to exploit, not avoid. Before we go further, if this breakdown is saving you money or helping you shop smarter, hit that like button. It genuinely helps us keep producing this kind of data-driven content. Okay, back to the list. Number 5. 2025 BMW 7 Series. This one is going to surprise some people because the 7 Series is supposed to be the flagship, the benchmark, the car that defines what BMW stands for at the top of the lineup. And right now, it's sitting at 258 days of market supply with over 4,100 units on lots across the country. Dealers are incentivizing $10,000 to $15,000 off MSRP on a car that starts around $100,000. Here's what happened. BMW redesigned the 7 Series for 2023 and made a series of controversial decisions. The giant kidney grills became even more polarizing. The theater screen, a 31.3-inch rear entertainment display that folds down from the headliner, added complexity that luxury buyers weren't necessarily asking for. And the i7 fully electric version, priced above $110,000, ran directly into range anxiety concerns from traditional luxury sedan buyers who weren't ready to make the switch. Consumer Reports flagged the 7 Series for electronics reliability concerns. But here's the flip side. The twin-turbo V8 is one of the greatest driving experiences in the luxury sedan world. The ride is exceptional. The interior craftsmanship, when it works, is best in class, and at $85,000 to $88,000 out the door, which buyers are genuinely achieving. Right now, you are getting a $100,000 car at a meaningful discount. Know what you're buying? Have a CPO warranty in hand, and this is an extraordinary driving experience at a price the market is gift-wrapping for you. Number 4. 2026 Mercedes-Benz EQS SUV. The EQS SUV is Mercedes at its most ambitious, and right now, it's most desperate. Car Edge data puts this one at 312 days of market supply, close to a year of inventory on the ground. The average transaction price is around $107,000, and dealers are willing to talk. Mercedes has quietly been offering $12,000 to $18,000 in combined manufacturer incentives and dealer discounts on select trims. The problems are well documented. Range fell short of EPA estimates in real-world testing, particularly in cold weather. The hyperscreen, that massive glass surface spanning the entire dashboard, has drawn criticism for being distracting and slow to respond, and the loss of the federal EV tax credit hit the EQS SUV harder than almost any other vehicle in this class. Almost overnight, the value math changed entirely for the buyer. But here's what the smart money sees. The EQS SUV's air suspension system is phenomenal. It floats over bad pavement in a way that almost nothing else in production can match. The interior space is genuinely enormous, and Mercedes's build quality and materials at this price point are exceptional when the electronics cooperate. At $89,000 on the right deal, this is a genuinely compelling luxury SUV. Buy it as a technology product with an expiration date. Enjoy it for 4 years. Lease or trade before the warranty edge fades, and the depreciation that scares everyone else becomes your negotiating weapon walking into that dealership. Number 3. 2025 Lexus LS. Now here's an interesting one. The Lexus LS is arguably the most reliable full-size luxury sedan ever built. Owner forums are full of people hitting 200,000, even 300,000 miles. The twin-turbo V6 and hybrid V6 powertrains have decades of refinement behind them. Consumer Reports gives the LS a reliability score of 77 out of 100. For a flagship sedan, that number is rare, and yet 276 days of supply, over 3,800 units on lots. Average transaction price sitting at $82,000, with $7,000 to $9,000 in available incentives right now. The reason is entirely cultural and has nothing to do with the car itself. The full-size luxury sedan is a dying segment. Buyers who used to cross-shop the LS against the S-Class and 7 Series are now buying Escalades, Range Rovers, and Bentaygas. The LS simply cannot capture Instagram attention the way a full-size luxury SUV can, and in 2026, attention drives demand. Lexus knows this, which is why you now see dealers running deals that would have been unthinkable 3 years ago. If you want the single most reliable luxury sedan you can buy in 2026, and you can live without the SUV form factor, this is the answer. You are buying 10 or 15 years of stress-free, near-maintenance-free luxury transportation. The market is so distracted by trends that it's practically handing the LS away. This is exactly the kind of vehicle a smart buyer gravitates toward when everyone else is looking the other direction. Number 2. 2026 Cadillac Escalade. Wait, hear me out before you scroll past this one. Yes, the Escalade is still one of the most desirable vehicles in America, but specific trims and configurations are sitting in ways they haven't in years, and the math has quietly shifted in the buyer's favor. Extended wheelbase models, the ESV, are stacking up. CarEdge shows 194 days of supply on ESV trims specifically, with over 6,300 units on lots. Dealers who were charging $10,000 over MSRP 2 years ago are now calling buyers back. Average transaction price on an ESV is around $102,000, and buyers in negotiating heavy markets are reporting 4 to 6% under MSRP on certain configurations. Here's why this is a genuine opportunity rather than a warning sign. The Escalade's core V8 powertrain, the 6.2-liter naturally aspirated unit, is one of GM's most proven engines. The interior, particularly in platinum trim, is among the best appointed cabins in American automotive history, and resale, while not immune to pressure, still holds up better than the Jeep Grand Wagoneer or Lincoln Navigator on a dollar-for-dollar basis. The Escalade pileup is not a reliability story or a quality story. It's a price story. MSRP pushed past what the broad buyer base could justify, and now the market is correcting. If you were already shopping for one and waiting for leverage, you have it right now. Number 1. 2025 Genesis, and the number 1 luxury vehicle that smart buyers are quietly sweeping off dealer lots right now is the Genesis G80. And if you've been paying attention to the theme of this countdown, the reason will not surprise you. The car is excellent. The deal is even better. CarEdge data shows the GV80 at approximately 267 days of supply, with units sitting on lots nationwide. Average transaction price is hovering around $64,000, and buyers are consistently walking out with $8,000 to $11,000 in combined incentives. That means a vehicle that was $72,000 on the sticker is closing deals in the low to mid $60,000 range. Some buyers are doing better than that. According to Consumer Reports, the 2025 Genesis ranked 10th out of 11 luxury rivals in its class for reliability below the BMW X5 and only ahead of the Mercedes-Benz GLE, which finished last. Electronics and in-car accessories were flagged as the primary trouble areas, though the powertrain, transmission, brakes, and climate system received more favorable marks. You are buying a feature-rich luxury SUV at a significantly lower price point, but buyers should go in with eyes open on the reliability rankings. The GV80's 2.5-liter turbocharged four-cylinder and available 3.5-liter twin-turbo V6 are both refined, smooth, and proven. The interior is legitimately stunning quilted leather, open-pore wood, a floating center console design that most luxury buyers would assume costs $10,000 to $15,000 more than the Genesis sticker. Genesis backs the GV80 with a 5-year/60,000-mile bumper-to-bumper warranty and 10 years/100,000 miles on the powertrain. BMW, by comparison, offers just 4 years/50,000 miles on both bumper-to-bumper and powertrain, meaning Genesis delivers more than double the powertrain protection. The only barrier to this deal has always been the badge. And in 2026, with this much inventory pressure and this much incentive money on the table, that is a very expensive bias to hold on to. Smart buyers figured this out. The data largely confirms it. The GV80 is one of the strongest value propositions in the luxury SUV segment right now. That's the list. 10 luxury vehicles that dealers are desperate to move and smart buyers are using to their advantage. The market creates these windows. They don't stay open forever. If any of these are on your radar, now is the time to walk in with data and negotiate hard. Drop a comment below. Which one of these would you go after? And if you found this breakdown useful, hit the like button and subscribe. We do this kind of data-driven buying intelligence every week. See you in the next one.